Hello, and welcome to Junk Journal July, day 9. And so, let's see. First of all, the prompts for today are going to be layers and washi, I believe. No, postcard. So let's go ahead. Excuse me. Oh boy. Always forget to bring a drink. Okay, today I'm going to be brave. And I haven't done anything to prepare. So we're just going to open up the old junk journal and give it a go. I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but in the back I lined this with piano roll paper. Okay, so one thing I just noticed, I have not checked off any of my prompts yet. I usually do that because I love checklists. All of these are done. And florals, minimalist, quote, handwriting, washi, and we did elements yesterday. Okay, so now we're on layers and postcard. Day 9. Yes, I do always do a little bit of prep work for my junk journals before the month actually starts. And that's just my way of doing it. I mean, I start making a journal, and if the creativity is still flowing, then I'm still going to go with it. So this is our page for layers and postcard. Well, let me grab a postcard first. Yesterday I felt like I was getting kind of in a little funk about junk journaling, simply because I organized my stuff a lot. And one of those organizational days where I even throw some things away. And still, I looked at it all, and my granddaughter was here, and I was like, Avery, what am I going to do with all this stuff? It's becoming a little overwhelming, and I'm afraid to create more because I'm going to run out of space. So I've said this before, with making greeting cards as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I always had a place to gift my cards, like the nursing home, VA, you know, things like that. But I mean, mostly what I have is ephemera. So who's going to want ephemera at a nursing home? Oh well. So let's look at our postcards. Good friend for I don't know what that is. Inscription on Shakespeare's grave in Holy Trinity Church, Stratford upon Avon. Huh. So these are pretty postcards. Would be fun if they were dated. I haven't used any of these, and you know, it's time. So I'm going to be doing postcard and layers. Oh boy. Okay, I can't decide. Here, you all pick one. That would be nice. I'm gonna do this one right here because I like that. What in the world is that? Fuella hospice. Ooh-wee. Not something I can pronounce. I have enough problems with English, let alone trying to pronounce another language. That's why I had to give up. I chose Spanish when I was in college, and because I thought it was the easiest one, and I could not roll my R's to save my life. So I took the second year of a language, chose sign language, because I could move my hands just fine back then. Oh wow, there's some other stuff in here, and I didn't even realize that I had other stuff. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I had this. Huh. Might be better for this, but I already had an idea for this big one. These are a lot of fun. Wow. See, you start looking in your stash and you find some fun stuff. Okay. Put this away. And what I had decided to do was to hinge this in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some whale tail tabs to hinge. What would look pretty with this paper? I'm just leaning towards the gray because it's not real. Okay, let's try 2 hinges with that. That's kind of cool, but I think I only have one of those. Music would be cool, but I only have one of those. And this is taking long enough without trying to go look for other stuff to cut out some more whale tail. Okay, I'm going a totally different direction. I'm going to use these. These little whale tail tabs were created with Stampin' Up! DSP paper, and I do really like how it coordinates with this paper that Amanda put out as part of one of her kits. This was probably a freebie because I had this journal put together by the time she came up with before she released the kit. So hello viewer, I hope you're having a good Sunday. So I'm going to put the other one right about there. No measuring for me. Now I just decided that I wished I would have folded them the other way. And then that's going to sit right on there so that it can flip over. But before I do that, I have to think about the layers part of this. This is a hidden paper clip. And we've got a couple journal cards here. So layers, I'm thinking about my bits and bobs. For layers. But I really would like some old paper. So I'm going to use my bits and bobs and my old paper pages. So this is my altered box that I haven't finished decorating yet. I just did a little here, and a little here. And the way it sits, and then I just stress this on the edge. And the way it sits in my storage area, I have a tag here that tells me that this is small book pages. So these are actually small vintage book pages. And that's important to me to use that designation. So then they just kind of all slide out like this. And I love this. I just love this. So I'm going to start tearing up this piece. This is so cool too though, because this has photos on it. I love this. So we'll use something from there as well. I don't want to tear any more of it. I want to use all of it. So, well, if I bring it all the way to here, okay, we'll hang over a little bit, but that's okay. I don't want to tear any more of it. So I decided I'm not crazy about this golden circle Random House romance book by Constance Robertson. So I'm using it as my glue book. This paper is so amazing. You know, like I was telling Avery, I grew up with antiques. All of my family loved antiques. And so that's why doing this sort of thing is such a good fit for me. I shouldn't put the glue all the way to the edge like I did. So just wipe that off a little bit. And that's going to look great with that paper right there. It's dry, 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 dry. Very gluey. I did a good job of putting glue on that. I gotta be careful, it's getting fragile now. Go away, glue. Okay, so then I wanted this layer. Gotta keep that away from my wet light. And I was interested in this image here, so I'm going to tear that image out. And again, I don't want to sacrifice more of the paper than I have to. So I'm going to layer that right there up against that hidden paper clip. And I do like that. So I'm going to glue off the screenshot here because I'm out of space. Some people are so good at using a postage stamp space for their crafting and be able to keep it on camera. I am not one of those people. There. How are we doing on this side? Okay, the glue seems to be dissipating and not be so gluey. Okay, so let's keep in mind that we gotta put our layers in our postcard. Not sure where I'm gonna put that yet. What else could I layer on here? Oh yeah, I was going to use bits and bobs. something like that be fun? And then I have some other, whoops, daggone. I keep rocking this table. I don't know why I do such a bad job of that now. I don't remember it being that bad before. Linen paper is what I'm looking for. This is linen specialty paper. This is not something, I don't think this will tear. Yeah, this isn't something that you tear. I have to sneeze. Oh, goodness. I don't think I can tear this with a tear roller either. Let me try. Nope, 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 nope. Doesn't happen. So we need scissors. Let's see. I have an idea. What about a punch? Sit up there, and you go over there, and then, oops, do I want this underneath here, like that, and that like that, and then maybe ink this. And then maybe take some more ink and do some stamping. Okay, I just wanted to get some text all over that one. my pokey tool? I gotta sneeze again. Excuse me. There we go. That was a challenge. This feels so fun. It feels like, I don't know, that tape you use with gauze bandages, only it's got sticky on the back. Trying to decide if I want any more layering, and I think I do. This time I'm going to layer with some gesso. Unfortunately, all I have is clear gesso. I don't know if that's too much or not. Trying to find my paintbrush. There it is. Give that a chance to dry. And then think what else I want to do. Okay, where am I going to put my other label? So this is going to go here. And so postcard is going to have to go on top of this gesso. And I'm just hoping it will dry, that it leaves some kind of like texture. So I'm putting glue on my label. And I'm going to put this right at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach my postcard. Oh, I just thought of a great layer. Got the air conditioning and the fan going, so I hope the fan is not too loud. And the background noise. Where'd my little pen go? Anyone see my little pen? Here it is. That is what's kind of cool about the live YouTube video, is then if you do ask a question like, does anybody see my little pen? If somebody were here, which they're not, you could actually chat back at me and tell me if you saw it. That's kind of cool. Now I'm going to do some mark making. Well, I've already done some mark making. So where did I put my textiles? Let me think. Not bits and bobs. Textiles, right here, with the word textiles on it. See, whoops, see? I have some textile with some mark making on it. That will be cute. I don't want to cover that up though. Oh, that would be cute. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, let's try glue stick first. I don't know how that'll work on that glossy postcard, but that's what we've got. I used glue stick. Yoo-hoo is a really good glue stick. So now that's like a tab to be able to pull that postcard up. I like that a lot. And then a person could journal on here. And what do I want to journal today? Let's see what we got. Come on, where's my journaling? Let's see. What's this one? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. That is too much for me to write on there because it's a weird angle Okay, this won't work. So where's my quill pen? Right here. And so this is going to be Psalm 3:8. Actually, I'll start with the verse. So if you're new to my channel, the reason my hand shakes is because I have what is called familia tremors longus. Had it ever since I was a teenager, maybe even earlier. And it's, the doctor calls it familia because it's passed down. So my grandmother was a painter, and she had to hold her one hand with her other hand, and she made the most beautiful paintings. They were oil paintings. I do not paint. That was a perfect length of a verse for this writing spot. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord, thy blessing is upon the people, Selah, Psalm 3:8. And then I've got, like, sometimes when I do a verse, I have something pop in my head, and then I will write the rest of it. But like today's Sunday, I don't know that anything is happening. My husband's gone to the grocery to get milk, because when he bought milk yesterday, it fell. He dropped it, which doesn't usually happen for him. But he was having bad migraine problems yesterday. Yes, and he drove to the store. But I'm just looking over here to see if I feel like I should do some more. This came out pretty good. How about a label here? Anyways, and he also is getting one of those little box air conditioner things for this back room, because the air does too good of a job in the front room, but it doesn't do a good enough job in the back room. What I have for bits and bobs, I feel like there's something right here. Yes, I love that. This was from Paperology, I think. So I was going through my stuff, and some things I have, you know, when you buy from Paperology, or I have an order that I bought from Temu, however you say that, and there's such a large quantity, I'm trying to get the glue on my fingers, that I was just looking at it, I was like, I am never going to use this. And the problem is I will use some of this, but then some other little beautiful bauble is going to entice me, and I'm going to want to order that beautiful bauble, and it's going to come in a quantity of 50 or 100 or something, and it just keeps growing. So let me just like show you, because I think I'm done with that page. Let me get my glue covered up. So I decided not to use these journal cards. They're just going to go in here for now. But let's see. Just these two bags right here. Okay, let's look in this bag first. Now, right here, this came from Temu, and these are some little journal cards. I thought I was buying like the craft paper ones, or maybe vanilla. These are all white, but there's a lot of these here, and I've used quite a bit. I don't know if it has a quantity on here. There must have been at least 100, if not more. I'm never going to use all of these. I don't think I want to use all of these. I don't think I want to make that many journal cards like that. Okay. So in here, I have all these, which I bought off of Amazon. I've used a lot of these, but I don't think I want to use all of these. This was too close to the zipper and messed the paper up a little bit. But look at all these. Now, I might use these. I've used some of this. This is great, but I'm not going to use all of that. But there's more. Well, these were separate, I think. I don't know, maybe I pulled those off of there. This I bought from Stampin' Up, and I've been doing a pretty good job of using those. Maybe if I put all this in the front, it won't tear the paper. I love how these bags stretch. This is just ribbon. So, yeah, it'll take me a while to use that, but I would even be happy to share some of that. So, look at this. Is there a quantity on this one? 125. There's 125 of this craft paper. I don't think I'll ever use all of that. I've been trying to use this for journal spots. This had quantity. The quantity might be there, but there's too much Japanese or Chinese writing. So, I don't know. But it had a lot. This is from Temu. I wouldn't give up this stuff because I use this stuff all the time. I do a good job of using this homemade paper. Now I've got all this fabric, and I wouldn't mind sharing a few squares and bits and pieces of this because I really want to see this utilized. Some are going to be my favorites, like this on the top, like this piece right here. I'm going to use all of this and love it as I'm using it. This is definitely, I mean, you can just tell that this is vintage fabric, and I love it. Some of this fabric is what I use to do that mark making with. What's over here? Oh, and then here's some fabric that I got from Temu, and I've been using quite a bit of this and loving it. And then I've got all this lace here, which I doubt I'll go through all that. Because I've got more lace in other places. do I have over here? Oh, look at all these little cards. I will never use all of those little cards. I'm not even sure what I've been using them for. I know I have used them a little bit. I mean, they could go on the front of a journaling card, but they're not real vintagey. Let's see what happens when I ink them up. That's not bad. It's not a good fit for this journal card, but it's not bad. Yeah, so I'll be using these, and they even make a good little tuck spot. But I won't be using all of these. That's just too many. So my point is, and then there's these little things which I really don't know how to use these. My point is that if you are in the USA and you would like to share stuff, I only want to do like an envelope, a small envelope, like you would send out in a greeting card. So if I send something that's a little bit bigger, I would fold it, because I sent out a package like this to a lady, and I spent, I think, $4. Does it say how much I spent? It doesn't say. Anyways, it got returned to me. And so while I can afford to mail something out for $4 once in a while, I don't like throwing my money down the toilet. So I've decided not to do it like that anymore. Because, I mean, if somebody was paying me for this and they gave me the wrong address, then that would be on them. It would be their money that they were wasting. But when I'm giving something away for free, then I want to be able to, I want my money to be used properly. So, excuse me, if you would like to share a little bit of stuff, please reach out to me, either messenger or email. All of my contact information is in the description, and help me get rid of some of this stuff so that I can buy more that is different, and then I won't feel so I won't start worrying about making things. Of course, now that's about using things, that's not about making things. So the part about, let's see, making things is that I have all this stuff and I need a spot for it. I need something to do with it. So these are little journals in the front, but then I've got categories where I've got, let's see if I can show it. I've got belly bands, and then I've got journal cards. Bend over. And then I have tags, and back here I've got some pages that I'm probably going to end up repurposing. So, but I would be, well, this wouldn't fit in a small card or envelope, but it would be fun to share something like this. I maybe could take the tags out and fold it, but that one would be good. Oh, this is 2 pages. So I maybe could fold the page so it would fit in a legal size envelope. Or cut the page down, actually. I could probably cut the page down. I don't know. But if that's something that you would be interested in having some Happy Mail, let me know. I have a lot of these. This is a cute tag. How to use fabric that I stamped on. And I just layered it. There's a name for that, but I don't remember what it is. And then just covered the tag with book page and washi tape. It was a lot of fun to make. Yeah, so this stuff has been a lot of fun, but I hate that it is just sitting in here not being used. I could make more journals, but journals are even take up more space. So what am I going to do with all the journals? I do have a few journals. 2. Oh. This is my work journal, so I'm using that. This is like a folio journal. This isn't working. This is like a folio journal that I started, and it needs some TLC. This is my first travel notebook, which I put together, and it needs TLC. Didn't do too bad of a job. Well, yeah. The binding is kind of all over the place. And then there's this. And this has had some work done in it. It doesn't have a cover yet. What else do I got? I've got this big one that I put a couple things in here, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So, stuff in progress. I have a couple journals that are in plastic bags that I would like to sell. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye now. Move this stuff out of my way. And I hope that I was able to inspire you today, and I would love to hear back from you. Please feel free to hit that like button if you found anything that was of value to you, and I hope